everyone, let's talk about The Gunslinger by Stephen King today. This is a book I highly underestimated and totally had the wrong idea of. The Gunslinger is the first book in the 8-book series The Dark Tower, and I didn't really know what this is about. I'd always thought it was a Western-style book, very plot-driven, and I had never read Stephen King's before, so I didn't really know how his writing was. And that's how I went into this book, thinking I would get a very plot-driven Western-style novel. And oh boy, was I wrong. Let's start with the writing. I expected it to be very fast-paced, easy to read, just fly through. And that didn't happen. I had some problems getting into the story, and I soon discovered that it's because the sentences, they're not that simple. I'm not saying that they're using difficult words or they're hard to understand, but somehow the writing is not easy to get into. And part of that is that almost every sentence says more than the sentence. There are so many references to other things, and you really need to pay attention to what he says and the words he uses and also how he puts the sentences together. And that took a lot more time than I expected and a lot more awareness while reading. And that surprised me. Really. Another part that surprised me was how the story was told. I always thought this book is about the gunslinger finding the Dark Tower or starting on his quest for the Dark Tower, which he actually is. But there's also another quest here. And in this book, the quest mainly is concentrated on finding the Man in Black, or basically following the Man in Black. And that is already something that is not very action-packed. I really like the world building in this book. It's not just given to you. The more you read, the more you find out about the world. The more you learn about the gunslinger and his history, about the stories he tells. So we're not only getting the story told, but we're also told stories in this book. And there you can already see, this book is very well crafted. It has many ideas, it has many references, and it has many points to look at. What it also needs is awareness of mind. I was so distracted the whole month that I totally feel I didn't give the book the attention it deserved. My mind kept wandering. I think I read almost every page twice because I really didn't get what I was reading. And that is what I underestimated about the book. I underestimated how much brain power and attention I need to put into reading it. And I think there is more in the book than I got out of it. And I already liked it. It was a difficult read, partly because I wasn't completely concentrated, but also partly because it has so many things going on that they're easy to miss if you don't pay attention. And the story, the beginning, the characters, they are interesting, but there are still so many questions left open, which I think is a good thing because there are still 7 more books in the series and something has to happen there. So I like that you're not given everything. You're given ideas, you're given thoughts, you're given tendencies or some foreshadowing as well. But you don't really know all the answers. You don't really know what's going on yet. You really don't have an idea about the world and things completely. And I love that about the book. So my overall conclusion is that I think you should really get started on this series and read it, but don't do it when you're distracted. Do it when you really have time to invest in reading the book, like I'm going to do with the rest of the series. I'm going to wait to continue the reads until my mind has settled down a little bit and I'm not all over the place anymore. Let me know if you have read the book or the series, don't spoil it, and tell me if you liked it, what your experience was, if you already loved the writing, the multi-layered way of storytelling and the story itself. Let's talk in comments. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.